Okay, in one of my videos, I talked about the definition of cybersecurity and the concept of cybersecurity. One of my viewers DM me and asked me to have a video on CIA Traid. So in this video, I will be explaining deep in the concept of. But before that, if you are coming across this video today for the first time, please do wait to like, share, and comment. With that aside, let's go straight to business. Before we go deep into CIA Traid, we say cybersecurity is the protection of internet-connected systems, including hardware, software, and data for cyber attack. So what do we use cybersecurity to protect against? That is, the question is, we use cybersecurity to protect against what? And the first thing we are talking about is we use cybersecurity to protect data against unauthorized modification. We use cybersecurity to protect against unauthorized deletion, and we use cybersecurity to protect against unauthorized access. So the whole concept of cybersecurity revolves around IT, and that brings us to another question. What is IT? IT means information technology. So when we are talking about IT, we are talking about information, or we are talking about data. That is to say, everything we are going to secure, or anything you as a cybersecurity specialist you are working is to make sure information or data is safe and secured. So if you have ever used VPN to work at home or to connect to your company's network while you are away from the network, that is because there are some certain information, or that particular information is supposed to be within the company premises or just within the company premises. And if you are staying at home, you will have to find a way and tell the network or the server or the database that you are in the company premises. So it's a way of deceiving the database that you are within the company premises, and that is the only thing that will give you access to that database. And if you are using that VPN, the VPN has to provide a safe background to and fro, back and forth, to make sure that your information is also secured and the other information from the other side is also secured. It also makes sure that information does not get to the hands of the wrong persons. That information is supposed to get through the right channel, get to the right person. And that brings us to the original topic, which is CIA Traid. CIA Traid consists of three major components that looks like a triangle, and that is why they call it Traid. The first is confidentiality, the second is integrity, and the third is availability. So what is confidentiality? Confidentiality, just like I said, is just a process of making sure that information does not get to the wrong hand. Information gets to the rightful owner that is supposed to get hold of the information, or else that would become a disaster. Let's assume that a fraudster who is already targeting a particular company managed by which way or which means to get hold of the company's information, email, password, and phone number, that will become a complete disaster. And that is what the confidentiality is all about, making sure the data has gone to the rightful person or the rightful owner that is supposed to be in position or see the information. And some of the concepts of confidentiality are encryption, making sure those information are encrypted from end to end. The second thing is password, making sure password is being placed as major milestone or access point. The third one is two-factor authentication. This is just a process of checking, double checking to be sure whether the person trying to gain access into this information is the rightful owner by double checking to be sure it is the person. The second thing is integrity. How true is this information? Are we sure that this information is not tampered with? Does it mean this information has not been changed? Because this is one of the things that hackers or attackers will do. They will take this information. So instead of telling this information completely or damaging the database or the website or damaging anything, they will rather take the information, alter it, or change some figures, change some word based to their own satisfaction, and then leave it there. So some aspect of confidentiality also applies to this integrity. Things like encryption, things like password, things like two-factor authentication.